Chloe Demure from Save the Victorial. How's everybody doing today? Amazing, I hope. So it's another video with your older than average YouTuber showing what makeup looks like on older skin. Today we are playing with the Haunted Pumpkin palette from Give Me Glow. And shockers of shockers, my first look is a neutral look. This video will have 3 looks. So if you're ready to go on that journey with me, you know what? You're in the right place. And you know what you need to do? You need to keep on watching. All right, here we are with the Haunted Pumpkin palette. So excited. It's so pretty. Look at the nice packaging. It's actually raised up on top. Let's look inside. Say, look at the size of those pans. Look at that imprint. Yeah, it's so beautiful. I love it. So excited. So let's play. Of course, we used some Suva Beauty, and we're going to start with Do Not Carve. This is one of the darkest shades. I wasn't quite sure what shape I was going to do, so we're just playing here. Nice big fluffy brush. And then I used, because I didn't use any tape, I just decided at the last minute to angle a bit, so I just changed brushes. And of course some good blending. Okay, our next shade is Starless and Somber. I like the names of the shades in this palette. And again, this is going to be for the front part and then a little bit of blending. I want to try and do better with my blending, so I've been working hard at trying to get it to get together. So we're going to use a little bit of Do Not Carve again, just to darken things up. I mean, can you believe I'm doing a neutral look? Wow. And then yeah, some more blending, no extra color on the brush, and just kept going. And then again, some more of the other color, and yeah, just kind of a little bit of back and forth. And yeah, I'm liking it. So yeah, let's play with the shape a bit more. And it's shimmer time. Now we're playing with Urban Legend. And don't forget to spray, of course. And let's see how this is looking. This is a really beautiful shade. Finger just helped to kind of pat it out a bit and give it a little bit more intensity. Look at that. Now, next step. Oh, that's so pretty. I think we need to clean that up a bit first. We're back. I cleaned it up, did a bit more of a shape, and now we're going to do the bottom lash line. And we're just repeating the same shades. So it'll be a Do Not Carve, and I think Starless and Somber, I believe, are the 2 that I used for the under eye. Your look is not complete without an under eye, right? There we go. And then, yeah, I'm starting to like this neutral look, and of course my winged out shape. Love it. So now thinking, what should I do for the inner corner? And yeah, let's use Pumpkin Possession. Let's just change it up a little bit and add a little orange into our look. Just a smidge in the inner corners. And there we go. I think it's about time for the base. And here we go, finished with our first look, a neutral look. Who'd have thunk it? So I did in my waterline, I added some amplitude. So this is a Lethal Orange liner. On my lip, I have Voltage, is the new lipstick I got in the mystery box. I just have some Charlotte Tilbury blush that I'm panning. And then one of my favorite highlighters of all time is from Give Me Glow. It's the Moonlight. Normally not a loose highlighter person, but I'm obsessed with this one. I think I don't, less than half left. Oh, goodness. So there we go. So this is look number 1. I think I may do 3 looks with this palette. So I decided to try all the neutrals. So I literally used all the browns. So the 1, 2, kind of an orangey, I guess terracotta. So the 1, 2, 3 browns. I used a little bit of this one here. I guess you could call it almost like a pale orange neutral shade. And then I used this shimmery shade. I'll list all the names as I'm using this. And this is what we've got here. I like it. I'm not a neutral person, but if these are my type of neutrals, if you're going to do a neutral. And yes, I think what I might do is a quick orange look and a green look. So that way we can cover all the single color story bases. And of course you can mix and match at will. So are we ready for the next look? I think so. And here we are, look number 2 with the Hunted Pumpkin palette. I'm still so thrilled with this palette. It's so pretty. Happiness is a new palette. And we are going to start with Follow My Shadow. So this is the bright orange matte that's in the palette. Again, I'm on the quest to do some better blending. And then since we're only limited in the oranges in this palette, I really wanted to play with building, with blending, because you can get different tones and things using just one shade. And then I did use, I think, a smidge of Starless and Somber on top for a little bit of blending, but it was mostly Follow My Shadow that I've been using here. Again, bottom all the way around. This is a slightly more rounded look. Wasn't sure where I wanted to go, but I knew this one would be a little bit more simpler because we're using way less colors. So as you can see, I can get some more depth on the outside, a little lighter on the outside by just using basically the same shade. So now we're going to go and do a little bit of shimmer. Don't forget to spray as always, and we're using Pumpkin Possession. It is the beautiful orange shimmer that's in this palette. It's really, really nice. And again, just like the other ones in this palette, it's nice and soft and silky, and it goes on really nicely. Your normal traditional shimmer. And then we're going to use a little bit of Did You Hear That? For the inner corner. I'm not quite sure if I ended up liking the end result using the green. I think it would be probably more better with the green eye and an orange inner corner, but here we are. So I then took a little bit more of Pumpkin Possession just to kind of clean it up a little bit, make it a little bit less green. I think that helped a little bit. And plus I'm going to clean my under eye before I stick on my base. And there we go. There is our second look. I thought I'd play mostly with the couple orange shades that were in here. So I used Follow My Shadow and Pumpkin Possession, which are those two there, with a little bit for darkening, Hail to the Pumpkin King. And then on the inner corner, I again had used Did You Hear That? Just a teeny bit, just to add a little bit different color. Used the same Moonlight highlighter, Charlotte Tilbury blush than yesterday, but I did add a little bit of this Lois Cosmetics liner. I can't read the writing on this one and I got rid of the box, but I lined that on top. It's very pretty. And then from Christian Audette, I got Puffin on my lips here. So there we go. So that is our second look. You know I love me an orange. And now we're on to our favorite color, on to look 3. All right, here we are, our third and final look with the Give Me Glow Haunted Pumpkin palette. We're going to be using all the greens today, and we will be starting with Midnight Mist. So I would say, well, I want to say the darker green, but I think you'll see as the other one is a little bit more of a bluey green, and this one's more of a true green, I guess, but it's really, really pretty. Again, I didn't quite have an agenda in mind other than green, and I think that shade is gorgeous. So let's just do it up on both eyes. And then of course I did wing it out a little bit, but not super extreme. And yeah, so we're just trying to blend, blend, blend. And then we're going to be using the shade Rotten. And then this one is almost, I think it has like a little bit of blue in it. So almost like a blue green. So at first when I put it on, I wasn't sure. I was like, wow, these aren't reading very different. But then as I built it up, I was like, yeah, nope, there's a difference there. I mean, they look totally different on the pan, but you know, sometimes when you put them on the eye, they can sort of look the same, but it didn't when it was all said and done. I did use a bit bigger of brush because I thought it could help with blending, and since I'm just using the two mattes, I thought that would work out really well. So there we go. So just for the bottom, we're just going to repeat the two shades that we originally had on the eye. And then a little bit extra blending before hitting up some shimmer. We're using Did You Hear That? I use that for the inner corner for my orange look. I don't know how much of an success that was, but this is a really beautiful green shimmer and I really like it a lot. And you know, I can't help but use the phalanges. And then for the inner corner, we're using another shimmer, and we're going to use Urban Legend. So this is like the bronzy shade that I had, I think, pretty much over my whole entire lid for the first look. And I thought just maybe to anchor, I don't know. I just didn't want to go outside of the palette for this. So we just used this bronzy shade. I think it worked out, especially when you see the final look. But yeah, there we go. Just a touch more, and then of course it's going to be on to our base. Here we go. And here we're back with our final look. I use the same Moonlight highlighter. I just use a Besame blush that I'm panning in 1915. I use Aki by Cheekbone Beauty and added a little bit of the highlighter in the middle, and then I added a teeny bit of eyeliner along the edge just for a little lightness, and that is Seven Seas by Kaleidos. So there we are with look 3 and the 3 green shades that are in the palette. So let's go on to final thoughts. Okay, so that was 3 looks. I decided to do the monochromatic route. So I did all the neutrals for the first look, I did all the oranges for the second look, and then all the greens for the third look. And then of course, if I had time to do a fourth look, you know, you could do some green with orange and brown with greens and brown with orange. You know, you can play around, but this just gets us to use all the shades in the palette, and then you can see how each of them perform. I love Give Me Glow. This is only my second palette. I have the second, was it the Vivid Rose? So they had the Vintage Rose and then I think Vivid Rose. So I have the Vivid Rose, and I've been wanting to get more things from them, but you know, money is always a thing. But this one I could not resist. The packaging is really, really cute with these little, you know, bats and Halloween scenes, and it's kind of like you can feel it's like raised up. It's a really nice size palette. Your regular information on the back, and then of course all these shades are named here and they're easy to read. I love the pumpkin imprint. The shimmers are really beautiful. They're not duochromes or anything. They're a traditional shimmer shadow, but I really like that. They usually last all day. And then as they get warmer through the day, they look just even more beautiful. Depending on what brush you use, I didn't get a lot of kick up if I used a fluffy brush, but if I used a harder brush, I got a little bit more kick up. And I think this bronzy one kicked up a little bit more than the orange and the green did, but not a lot. As you can see, there's not a lot loose bits going around here. So again, it just depends on what kind of brush you use. I love the pan sizes. These are the 36 millimeter, I wanted to say. So it's the nice big pan size. So this will definitely last you a while. I believe it was $52 US for this, plus shipping. I can't remember if I had a 10% off coupon. I may have done, but I can't remember. So yeah, like I said, I'm a fan of Give Me Glow. Like I said, their highlighter is one of my favorites. Really wish I could buy all the stuff. I did want to throw in more during Black Friday, but I only have so much cash. So I thought I'd pick the one that I can't resist, which is Halloween. So yeah, I really like this. I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of it. It's got some of my favorite colors, green and orange, and I don't mind some neutrals when they're like these. These are really nice. No pale pasty neutrals there. So anyways, that's it for me today. I hope you like this video. If you do, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe, or maybe even hit that notification bell. If not, that's okay. We can still be friends. We can talk all things Give Me Glow together. As always, behave, make good choices, and we will talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.